Sometimes you've got to let it go so it can come in. Okay? There is an art to this. And some people don't get it. Some people think that I can't let it go. If I let it go, that means that I don't want it, or I'm letting the universe or telling the universe that I don't want this thing. That is not the truth. That's not the truth. If you want something, you've got to be willing to let it go. Let it go. If it's meant for you, it's going to come back. If it's for your highest and greatest good, it's going to come back. I promise you. Let's get into how to let it go so it can come in. Let's go. Welcome to Empress Expressions. My name's Amber and I'm the Empress here. Welcome if you are returning, or if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we are talking about how to let it go so it can come in. You can let it in. You have to let it go so you can let it in. So we got a few points here that we're going to touch on. Take notes if you feel called to. Grab yourself some tea, grab yourself some water, grab yourself a snack, whatever you need to do to vibe out with me. Number 1, releasing attachments and resentments. Got to let it go of attachments. You've got to let go of attachments and I cannot talk. You gotta let go of attachments and resentments to make room for new opportunities and positive energy. Holding on to grievances or clinging to outdated beliefs can block the flow of abundance and growth. Letting go of toxic relationships, forgiving yourself and forgiving others, and shedding beliefs that are no longer in alignment with your highest and greatest good is all a part of that. You have to let that shit go, okay? Letting go of toxic relationships is pivotal. You have to let those go. If they're meant to be, they will come back, period, the end. Letting go of grievances, learning how to forgive others. And then most importantly, I feel like this is the hardest thing to do from what I've experienced in this lifetime, is forgiving myself. Forgiving myself for allowing certain things. Forgiving myself for entertaining things that were in so many ways beneath me. Entertaining and just forgiving myself for entertaining things that didn't really feel good, not valuing myself, right? So learning how to forgive yourself, releasing attachments, that was huge for me. Releasing attachments and resentments, and not even so much, I would say that I felt it on both ends, like having resentments towards resenting people and then also resenting myself. I feel like I am my hardest and worst critic, hands down. Nobody go harder on me than I go on me. And so releasing those attachments and releasing the resentment that I would have against myself, like, damn, Amber, you allowed that shit? Like, you know better than that. Really? Like, those would be some of the conversations that I would have with myself, just kind of giving you some, being transparent with, the resentment that I would have against myself. So really tapping into and understanding that I had to forgive myself in order to let the energy move again. I was tense, I was tight, I was angry, I was upset. And that was blocking so many beautiful things from coming in, because I'm vibrating on this pissed off level of vibration and anger and disappointment and sadness. How in the world am I supposed to actually attract the things that I want that are higher up here? And here I am, down here in the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Number 2, embracing change. Allow the natural flow of existence and embrace change with grace and resilience. Release the need to control outcomes. Embracing cycles of birth and death and shifting tides. It is the beauty of change that you truly want to embrace. Listen, I'm a Taurus, and people know Taurus have a hard time sometimes. being okay with change. But that is one of the things that I embrace the most. Because one thing is for certain, change is inevitable. Our universe is constantly expanding. Change is constantly happening. It is something that you cannot escape. If you don't walk into it gracefully, spirit will kick you in your back and push you off a cliff into some change. Okay? So it's inevitable. Change is going to happen. It's going to happen. And so embracing the change, embracing the natural flow of life, of existence, okay? That's one of the biggest keys to letting go. Letting go. Like, there's a flow. Like, think about a dam, right? Bam. The water can't flow through the dam, right? No, the water can't flow through the dam. That is a block, right? So if the dam is removed, the water can flow again. The water can flow. If you release the control, if you let go of the attachments and you let go of the grievances and the disappointments and the letdowns and this and that, your energy can flow, right? You can let that stuff go so good stuff can come in. And the things that you once wanted or you were attached to, you may realize you don't even want that no more, because you're now vibrating higher and you realize that you want better, you want more, right? So tap into that. Like, be willing and okay with allowing change, letting things go so new things can come in, letting old relationships go so new relationships can come in, so that you can see the work that you've done on yourself, so you can see the beautiful reflection back of from others of the work that you've done on yourself. But if you're steady holding on to the old thing that's continuously disappointing you, continuously letting you down, continuously unaccountable, how are you supposed to receive more if you're just, chokehold in that situation, right? So embody and embrace change, because it's going to happen regardless. You can flow with it or you can fight it, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Number 3, trust and surrender. I feel like I talk a lot about trust and surrender. Trusting the wisdom of the universe and surrendering to the unfolding of life's journey. Life's journey allows us to release resistance and fear. Like, I felt that. To release resistance and fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. Absolutely nothing. And I know that's easier said than done, but there is nothing to be afraid of. When we can release the resistance and the fear and just trust and surrender, everything works out. It always works out. And sometimes it can work out sooner and better if we will just trust. If we could just trust, if we could just surrender and trust that our higher self, the universe, God, whatever you want to call your higher power, your angels, your guides, whatever it is for you. I am not here to tell you what to call, your connection to the divine. But trusting that there is intelligence there. There's wisdom that we don't know. We didn't come here knowing it all. We are unfolding, but we didn't come here knowing it all. So you have to have faith. You have to have trust in something that's bigger and outside of yourself, but understanding that is also within you, right? So trusting the wisdom of your higher self, trusting that some of these, you know, like I've talked about this before, the 2 points of attraction. You have your temporal, your fleeting self, your earthly self, and then you have your higher self. You have God, you have you have source intelligence, you have the divine, you have the, you know, spirit that can see the big picture, right? Understands what you need to understands what you need to understand, understands what you need to go through, what you need to experience, understands the lesson that you gonna get if you actually tap into and get the work, get the lesson, understand the assignment. So trusting that that is always taking place and things are always working for your highest and greatest good if you just surrender to it. Beautiful things happen when you surrender. You literally let go and you let in. You literally let go and you let in. And that goes for everything. Everything. Relationships, money, career opportunities, everything. Knowledge, wisdom, everything. So get into it. Get into it. Let it go. Let it in. That's what I got for you. If you are vibing with this information, vibing with this content, like this video, share and subscribe if you feel called to. And I just thank you so much for being here with me and vibing, of course, with me and my energy. I love sharing the wisdom that I have picked up along the way and that I continue to gather and gain as I navigate my existence, as I navigate my journey here on the planet. And I am just super grateful. I love this. Like, I absolutely love sharing what I've learned, and I'm so very open to hearing the things that you've learned and the experiences that you've had, because that's how this works. It's a ripple effect, right? And so I'm here to ripple out and also receive. I let go and I let in. So please feel free to drop some love, drop some stuff down in the comments, good vibes only. And yes, like in the meantime, in between time, I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love. Bye.